Hey everyone, I hope you're all doing well. This is not going to be a reading. Instead, I'll try and keep this as short as I can. It's just a quick update. Um, right now, I'm at my favorite spot, which is my favorite crying spot. And I come here when I'm really down in the dumps. In the last 5 years, there have been three specific moments when I came here and I just sat and I cried and cried for like 3 hours, 4 hours. And this is a very beautiful place, actually, very peaceful, very green. Like it's as if you're just sitting and crying with Mother Earth and nobody else. And I'm just recording this message because there is a high possibility that in the next 4 days or 1 week, I might have to relocate with immediate effect from Dubai to India. And I have never lived in India despite being an Indian citizen. But I just wanted to say that I was really looking forward to posting a channeled message and a couple of updates for November, and wishing all the Indian subscribers a very happy Diwali. And my wishes are always with you. But what has been happening, I have never really discussed about my personal life with anyone. I have never spoken about any of the struggles on the channel because I don't ever like to do that. But right now it's a little important because thankfully all the readings are complete. There is just one person's reading left, which I will deliver whenever I can. It's just that when I'm disturbed, I never do a reading with a low frame of mind. And my own, the irony of my life is that people have been really sweet and very kind to me, and I'm so grateful for it. But my own family, my dad, mom, and my younger sister, it's like they've not left any stone unturned to hurt me when they can. And I spoke about the last 3 months of 2021, getting rid of all that doesn't serve us. I have been single handedly doing so much in the last 5 years that even I'm shocked. I'm shocked how I did these readings with zero support and so much, so much trash coming from my own birth family. And I'm really sorry. I don't want anyone to get worried, but it's like my dad's objective to mock at me, to put me down for no fault of mine. I have a mother who's so majorly jealous of me, which I only got to see in the last 5 years. And I have a younger sister who's 7 years younger to me. And in the last 5 years, she has been majorly practicing black magic rituals and engaging with, you know, dark energies to ruin me, destroy me. And today I'm crying because I've been through so much, and simultaneously, my twin flame journey began. And within 6 months of knowing that I'm a twin flame, I began doing readings, and I have been accurately guiding everyone. And I swear, I just used to tell God sometimes that, there are people dying out there. Some have boyfriends, some have girlfriends, some are married. Why do they have to die? Take me instead. Because if I will go, it really won't matter to anyone. And trust me, I am saying this with zero regret, because really, the idea is not to sound like a victim or any such thing, but one gets exhausted beyond a point, dealing with so much, protecting yourself, healing yourself. The first time I remember when I saw the true colors of my family, I was just so shattered. It took me, I really went into like this depression, and they cannot digest the fact that how is she still surviving and earning and not dependent on us despite losing everything. And some of the things have been so damn hurtful, coming from a father or a mother or a sister, that you just get exhausted beyond a point. And I did exit for 7 8 months. I was living in a fully furnished studio apartment in Dubai, but it is absolutely foolish to spend all your funds, when you're just doing readings. You know what I mean? I used to have a flourishing job. I was training people in a bank. I used to manage a team of 2,000 people across 4 different branches. And I loved my job. And of course, I drove the best car and I had my savings and everything. But the bank shut down its operations in UAE. And I thought, it's fine. I mean, big deal. I'll just find another job and stuff. But little did I know that it was the beginning of my awakening and my twin flame path. And trust me, guys, I'm so grateful. I'm so blessed that I know for a fact that if I will call out for help, not one, but maybe hundred and thousands of people will come. But that's not the point here. The point here is that no one has the right to disrespect us or mock at us just because we don't have a flashy salary, or just because we chose to be on this spiritual path and we are not greedy and we are not asking for anything. And the worst irony of the situation is that when these people got to know that I do readings, they still don't know that I have a channel or what is it that I do or my journey. Because I had decided, when I saw these black magic and dark rituals beginning to happen and my clothes began disappearing, I had to. I was initially very scared. This is about 5 years ago, but then I began locking all my stuff and I stopped eating anything at home. I started getting my own ingredients and, vegetables, and I would make it myself so that there is not a single iota of money or anything that I take from them. So it was just that I was living in that house, but that's it. I was just existing there and healing myself, doing readings. And recently, when they got to know, all my mom, dad, my sis, they have all gotten readings done from me, and all have come to pass time and again, time and again. And yet, they are so disrespectful. It is one thing to, like, I would always think that it's okay, it's your father, it's your mother, it's your family. I never wanted to. I'm not a kind of person who enters into confrontation or disrespects anyone, but it was purely because of being respectful to my family. And the worst thing is when you are not even doing anything wrong, but people just are dying to find faults. So after 7 8 months, when I got back home recently, uh, their attacks and the sadistic remarks, it just became worse. Like, they would just find some opportunity to ruin me. And recently I got to know that my sister's using major, hexes and God knows what all to send my way to destroy me. And I'm just sharing this message not to cry out for help, but to just let you know that for the next few days, in case I'm unavailable or I cannot answer your email, then please know that I'm just trying to work things out very quickly, because now it's like I refuse to stay in an environment which is so toxic, and I swear I have no intentions of coming back ever again. And it doesn't matter, if I'm meant to die or if something is meant to happen to me, I would prefer that rather than staying with these people who are just stooping way low than my imagination with every passing day. I'm sorry, I don't wish to make anyone upset, but I also want to tell you one thing, that this is what I say, that just because someone does not speak about their problem, or just because I'm coming on the channel and doing updates for you guys, that does not mean that my life is perfect. Or a lot of people who are genuinely real twin flames, I can guarantee and tell you that they all have faced or are facing, if not worse than similar kind of situations, which are extremely and very, very, like, I don't even know what word to use. They crush your soul. I wouldn't care if an outsider said or did something, but because it comes from your father or your mother or your sister, these are the people you consider as your heaven on earth, right? But someone whose objective in life is to ridicule you or to just put you down for no fault, it's the worst feeling ever. And it's one thing to not have parents at all who have passed away, unfortunately. But the worst feeling is to have a family and yet feel disrespected, or always be the one who's forgiving. And even God says beyond a point that you should never tolerate crap from anyone, even if it is your own family. So I just want to say that I might have to relocate with immediate effect. I did not choose to get vaccinated because I didn't want to. I wanted to avoid it for as much time as possible. If it is absolutely mandatory for boarding a flight, that's when I will get it done. Otherwise, I have no intentions of getting myself vaccinated. And in case for the next few days I'm not available, please excuse me. And the two people who had recently, just yesterday, contacted me for two readings, uh, one person's reading is done, the other will be done whenever I find my peace back and I'm grounded. And I'm sorry, please excuse me for this sad sort of message, but I just want you to keep me in your prayers. Money is the only thing that can make these people uh, respect someone, you know. For them, for my father, for my mother, it wouldn't matter if I turned myself into a slut and I started earning millions, or if I found myself a sugar daddy and he, you know, gave me all the luxuries. Then they would have no problem. But they cannot digest someone who is living like a saint, leading a pure life, and just minding her own business. And it is the deepest disrespect when, for no fault of the daughter, she gets this kind of treatment. So I have just decided to cut these three people out of my life permanently for good. Mentally and emotionally, I had already exited from their lives 5 years ago. And I had told my mom that I'm just existing, my physical body is existing in this house, but emotionally and mentally, I'm gone. I have left long ago. But it was a part of my karmic healing, which I totally embraced. But you know what I'm trying to tell you is that we are all going through some very deep messes, and what I'm sharing is just 2% of what I have faced or undergone. And it's not like I could not misbehave, or could not retaliate, or I could not put. I don't believe in doing that. I have always given respect, whether it is someone elder to me or younger to me. But a point comes when you have to really cut the crap out, even if it feels like shit initially. But you know what? A point comes when you have given a person so many chances and been so kind that you don't even feel hurt or regretful taking that action. You just do it. And this is where I am right now. So I really don't know what lies ahead, whether I will relocate, whether I will be able to smoothly relocate to India in the next few days, or it's going to take some time. But I'm just sharing this update right now to let you know that I may not be available for a few days. And just in case you email me and I'm unable to respond, then please know that I'm dealing with some really urgent matters, and my safety and well being and finding a safe place to relocate is very, very critical for me at this time. And my head is spinning right now. I'm not the kind of person who would sit and cry every single day. Of course, I went through my dark night of the soul, which, and bouts of, let's say, depression or tears occasionally. But today, it's like it was just ridiculous, and I don't want to, I think I will just end here. I thank every person who has gotten readings done from me, who recently connected on Fiverr, who have really given me so much respect and love and their trust. And I marvel sometimes that how did I even do it? But I guess this is what the beauty of this journey is, that you will not get more than what you can't handle. And it's okay to break down sometimes. And it is absolutely mandatory to put your foot down and just walk out and walk away permanently from every damn person who is ruining your peace, disrespecting you, whether that is a parent or a spouse or anyone. And that's all I have to say. And trust me, even with all this, I don't wish ill upon anyone, but I have to protect my peace, and my safety and security is my top priority. So the only request that I have is for everyone, anyone who listens to me, to please pray for me and pray that everything works out smoothly and I'm just able to move away from this extremely toxic situation for good, and there's no looking back after that. And thank you in advance for all your support. I hope I didn't make anyone upset. I just want everyone to take care of themselves. And if you're going through a similar situation, my understanding and my empathy and my support is with you all. We are all in this together. And there is definitely a light during these dark times, and you are that light, because we all are powerful enough to shift our reality and just change the things that are bringing us down, whether that is close relationships or anything that is toxic for us. And this is what the theme of 2021 is, the last 2 months that are left, to just clear out the muck from our lives and with zero regrets. So, on that note, I thank anyone who took out time to listen to me. And I have no doubts about the fact that when we are doing good things, when we are on the right path, it it is bound to get extremely challenging sometimes. We will face obstacles. And trust me, as your light grows, those who are jealous of you, the dark energies, they will feel threatened by your presence with every single day. And what made my situation worse is because when I came back after a gap of 8 months uh, to my parents' house, the people for whom I had done free readings in the beginning of uh, about 4 years ago, ironically, all three, four of them contacted my mom around the same time, and they said they would like to get a reading from me. And you should have seen her expression, as if her face turned pale, and I was so shocked. I mean, I feel very happy that people resonate with my work, or they found my reading useful and it was accurate for them. But when when a narcissist becomes the source as a reference, then I just felt like, their energies are so heavy that it's extremely draining sometimes. And therefore, cleansing, it's like my mind was running in 20 odd directions. I had to cleanse my energy, I had to lock my stuff. And even if I would go to the washroom, even for 2 minutes, I would just be just thinking all the time that, oh my god, I hope I've locked everything. And it was, you don't deserve that kind of life. And we will be tested before we can be blessed and rewarded. So I really admire people, and especially parents who are good parents, who really bother about their child's upbringing, their mental health. It is such a huge blessing to have wonderful parents, and God bless those parents who truly are their children's well wishers. So, as this auspicious occasion of Diwali is approaching around the 4th November, let us pray that all that is dark in our lives, the light just overshadows it completely, and we can see and find our inner light, no matter how and in what situations or under what circumstances we get to see it. But the one thing that I'm super sure of is that when you are right, nothing wrong will happen with you. And just do your best and have faith, and everything is going to be fine. I will be back with a quick update once I'm sorted and once some clarity is there. And that's about it, guys. Take care of yourself and keep your energies clean against, especially if you're dealing with energy vampires. One, two, in my life, it's been not one, not two, but three, and three deadly ones, okay? So trust me, it's not a joke. Keeping yourself sane and, very authentically and ethically doing your work, and at the same time, not asking for anything, not demanding for anything. And God has been so kind that He never let me, and I'm so grateful that I really feel shocked that how did I manage without a job, without, after losing everything that I had, I still am able to survive. And this has been the greatest blessing for me. And moving to one safe place which I can call my home, that's all that matters now. And I hope and pray that the next audio that I do, I'm able to give you some good news. So please keep me in your prayers. And whether I'm meant to stay in Dubai and something works out over here, or I'm meant to exit permanently, I'm just leaving it to God. I'm doing the best that I can. And whatever is for my highest good, let that happen. But the main thing is that I need to get away from these people who are just so narcissistic and cannot digest to see me doing well for myself and minding my own business. And trust me, guys, this is not like me crying suddenly after 1 day or 1 month. I have really tried to be patient for 5 years, and that's it. So, when you have given someone so many chances, you don't even feel guilty about walking away. And we all have our soul contracts. And trust me, guys, the greater light that you're going to share with people, the greatest darkness you will have to face, because till the time you're not burnt yourself, you will not be able to understand somebody else's pain. You know what I mean? So everything is as it should be. I have cleared my karma from the past 12 lives that I have lived with these people. So I personally know exactly what happened, why it happened, this and that. But it's just that even if you're a saint and very patient and calm, but a point comes when every few days, if someone is just, stooping lower and lower, it will impact you and ruin your peace of mind. But now that this audio is coming to an end, I'm feeling a lot better. When I began speaking, I was extremely low and very emotional, but I'm much better now. So please don't worry about me and keep me in your prayers. And I hope and pray that I can come back very soon with a positive update. So take care of yourself. I really had some two important messages to share for November and one channeled message, but once I feel better and grounded and sorted, then I will come back and share those with you. So, thank you so much for listening to me and thank you for all your support. Take care, guys. Lots of love. Bye.